Are we live? Let me check my phone. Okay. I think we're live. Sounds like we're live. I could check again, but I just want to get the video up and running. And chat is open. Chat is definitely open. Chat is definitely open. Alright, great. Alright, awesome. So, weight loss update. Now, I was doing them recorded off of my Canon camera over here, but it's a lot of work to record the video on here, then go on the computer, then edit it. So I figure I would do this weekly update of the weight right here in a live video. Plus, February has been super emotional for me of just things I've been processing in therapy related to my family, and that me really sitting in the truth of them abandoning me when I was held captive. And yeah, it's just okay, good. Yeah, it's just been a lot emotionally, a lot, where my family really made me to feel a lot of crazy. Like a lot. Like, so basically, let's just break down what it is that triggered this whole entire month of pain and releasing. Is so when I left home at 18, at the same time my dad was charged for assaulting me. So I couldn't live at the house anymore. Then child services came and interviewed my sister. And because I wasn't living at the house anymore, I wasn't getting the parental supervision that I needed because I had to stay somewhere else. My mom had me staying with her friend and my stepdad. So, yeah. And then from there, I hated the fact that there was no food, there was no cable, there was no computers, there was no video games. So I went out and found myself working. And then I got myself being a cam model, living in the house. So in that time period of me being a cam model, living in the house with the guy that is abusive and horrible psychopath, my family didn't do anything to come get me. That whole year and a half, they didn't do anything to come get me. So then my dad, who had a girlfriend, she got pregnant. Now it's his wife. They're planning baby. They didn't do anything to come get me. So my brother literally replaced me, taking over my room and my dad's attention. So yeah, I'm just really upset with that because it confirms everything I thought was like, some weird thought distortion. Because the thing about therapy, there's thought distortions that they're wrapped around your core belief and situations. And this one just confirms that my family, my parents, never wanted me. No matter what they say to me now, it just confirms that I'm wasting my time with them because of the key moment in my life when they should have stepped up to bang down doors to get me away out of the situation I was in. They decided because I was 18, we're not going to do anything. Let's move on. Make sure my sister, my little brother are now the new, children we focus on. So no matter how it comes out, I go tell my parents about how I feel about what they did. They'll find some stupid way of trying to tell me that it's my fault. So I'm just done. I got therapy tomorrow. It's been this whole 2-week thing of me processing it. Because the thing about trauma and you processing trauma, it doesn't come out all at the same time. Certain things do, you process it, you go live your life, you got, pay bills, go to work, go to groceries, things like that. And then you just live your life. But it's just, yeah, I'm just really, I don't know yet. I won't know until tomorrow in therapy when I go talk to my therapist and we put everything together. Because the last thing my therapist saw me was crying for like 40 minutes in our session. Yeah, but I've had time to verbalize everything out loud, walk around my house, where I'm just really, really, really done with my family because there's nothing they can say to make me feel wanted in that family because of what they did. It's just, there's, yeah, like, there's like, there's no forgiving. There's no, let me hear their side of the story, because I did. My birthday dinner, I wanted to bring it up because it was bothering me for so long. I couldn't figure out the pieces together because I had the memory of what happened. I got out of that situation. I went to the court case of getting my victim's compensation for that man. And then my family, it just didn't add up. There's certain things that just didn't add up. So when I face the truth, process everything, and you write down everything that happened, and then of course there's pieces missing because it's your perspective, so you need the other perspective. And then when I got the other perspective, so it put the pieces together, it still comes up the same way. They look at me like I'm at fault when they're the parents. And then because they were so busy about living their lives and accomplishing their milestones, I got erased. So there's that. So yeah, I'm still working on it. I'm fine. I'm on my meds. I mean, like, it's just, I just need more sessions in therapy to like completely get rid of it out of my system, which I don't know how long that's going to be. I don't. But what I do know is the weight loss program I've been doing, I lost 3 pounds. The food cravings of always being hungry, of the side effects of my medication are gone. And I'm really happy about that. So like this whole weight loss program thing that I've been on for a month now, because I started it January 29, it's now like end of February. So like, yeah, and the first box of the kit's almost finished, and I gotta make money so I can buy another kit to keep up with it because I don't want to be back in that state of hunger of the side effects of my medication for my bipolar disorder. So there's that. Like, yeah. And now that I completely know that my family is never going to be in my life, I need to prepare myself to do those things, and I need to make sure that they don't come around because they're going to try find ways of like this weird warped way that we're family, we should stay together, but there's no reason for us to stay together. I need to get ready for that, which is going to cost money eventually to do it. Either me moving, me changing my phone number, yeah, like things like that. So it's a whole bunch of stuff I gotta get ready for that take care of myself. And that's the whole thing about it. Because, like, people go through things all the time, but in the end, it's about you taking care of you. And at whatever it takes to take care of you, where it's either you make more money, you have good savings, you move away from people that are toxic, like, you're allowed to do that. It's just now it's like, oh my God, I've been wasting my time trying to forgive people that really don't need my forgiveness. And the forgiveness that my family thinks is you forgive them for the bad things that they've done, but you still spend dinners with them and social events and things with them. I don't want to spend any event with them at all. At all. None of them. All of them. No. And I have a lot of family members, and they're all responsible for every horrible thing that's happened to me where I cannot look them in the eye anymore. They can turn around and call me selfish and greedy and all that stuff that they want, which is fine. But yeah, it's just one of the horrible relationships that I have to get out of my system that I just can't. It's like a whole lot easier to break up with a boyfriend than it is to break up with your family. It is. It's just so, because like when you break up your boyfriend, you have a rally of people around you that want to make sure you don't go back into that relationship. But when it's your family you're breaking up with, you gotta do all of those things by yourself so you can move on to the next stage of your life, whatever that is. And I don't really know what that is because it's not like a whole bunch of people are sharing that story of, oh, I cut off my family and my life is all wonderful. Nobody really talks about that. Everyone talks about the family thing as like their main value thing. And me, I just want to take care of myself. I'm going to spoil myself rotten with, playing video games all day, travel, making money on the internet, cooking myself dinner the best way I know how, and like do anything I want because I can without having my family try squeeze into everything I'm doing for myself because they weren't there. They just weren't there. Yeah, which is, it kind of works into like my goals I set for 2019 of relationships. I wanted relationships that weren't fake, and I wanted relationships that weren't constantly being hurtful. My family is a hurtful relationship. I just cannot have them in it. And like, yeah, it's just, yeah, I don't even know how to describe it yet. I really don't. So that's what's been happening. So I see Angie's in chat. I don't know if Angie's still there. I see 3 people that say that are watching me. Chat is open. You guys can talk. It's great. And then another thing I want to bring up. Some of my comments on my videos where I talk about being a webcam model and the job of being a webcam model, some of you guys are posting comments as if I'm attacking you for not doing your job as a webcam model. Here's the thing. It is your choice. People in the hallway. Dogs barking. Hold on. Yeah, it is your choice if you want to work. I don't care what happens to you for webcamming. I really don't. The webcam sites are set up. It's a business model that's been running since the 90s. If you're not making the money you require from being a webcam model, that is your problem. It really is. That is your problem. If for whatever reason you log on a webcam site and you don't make your money, it's something you were doing. I cannot help you with that. I cannot solve that problem for that. And if you're dealing with psychological problems or your home life or your boyfriend or whatever relationships, again, that is something you have to solve for yourself. I've done that for myself. I can't tell you what that is because my life is my life and your life is yours. So any obstacles you're having in your life, any financial hardships you're having in your life, you have to find the resources or skills or willpower to accomplish them and overcome them. It's really that simple. I don't know why you guys are posting comments on my thing as if I'm being, you know, I don't even know how to describe it. I read some of them and I'm looking at them like, really? Really? You're going to write this huge, like, let me go see if I can find it. Because I remember posting a screen capture of it because it didn't make any sense. And I didn't respond on it because I don't need to respond on it. But y'all grow up. You're in an adult business. Deal with your adult stuff. There's help and resources for everything. So I've overcome all my traumas and things like that, and my family hating me for the job I've chosen. I cut them off. I cut them off. The business of webcam is a business. It gives you an opportunity to make money. There are skill sets you have to learn to make the money. And it's actually not even busy work. See how I just click broadcast right now on my YouTube channel? And I'm recording my video no matter what, because the people live watching me is awesome. And then there's going to be people on the replay watching me, which is also awesome, which builds up the channel, which builds up my audience, builds up my subscribers, builds up my view count. To the future, I will make money off my YouTube channel. Webcamming is the exact same thing. It's not even like, stop making it complicated. I really mean that, because it's not complicated. If you're in the adult webcam business, your job is to press broadcast and talk to the people live in your room. If you've gone on for 15 minutes and nobody is there, log off for another 15 minutes and log back on. It doesn't make any sense to sit on a webcam in an environment that's supposed to live stream entertainment to a live audience if you don't have people talking to you in your room. Like, I'm hoping Angie's still in my room. It'll be great. It'll mean that this live video will be a little bit longer than 15 minutes. But if she's not, I'm going to close out the video, tell everybody who's watching the replay to subscribe to my channel. It's the first time you've seen my face. If you've liked what I was talking about in my video, have comments to say what I was talking about in my video, leave your comments below. And then we're done. That's it. Like, that is it. Because here's the thing. The month of March, I have to make a minimum of $1,500. I'll stay on. As long as you're typing in chat, Angie, I'll stay on. So month of March, I have to make minimum $1,500. My job is webcam. I'm registered on 7 websites. I got 2 computers all ready to go to work webcam. All I gotta do is sit on the websites, and everybody who's in my room that's actually engaging and talking to me, I entice them to spend money. That is it. Like, I don't know why you guys have to make the job so damn complicated. Exactly. Because you were like, I don't know how before when you're unmotivated to webcam, but webcam is really not that difficult. Like, you go on webcam, you make yourself look pretty and pleasant, and the traffic of customers that are there already on the website, they just want to have an experience of building a relationship with somebody that they find pleasant and enjoyable to talk to. That is it. And they know, they're already, like, the thing about when a customer goes to a webcam site, they know they have to spend money to get more stuff. Burnout is different. Burnout, you have to really organize your life. Like, for me, part of my burnout was my family constantly judging me for everything I did before I went out and left the house. My family will still bring up the fact that when I was at home as a kid on the internet all day, writing up the dial-up bill, where my dad had spent $100, like hundreds of dollars on the bill. Like, they still focus on things that was happening when I wasn't well in my bipolar disorder. My family didn't acknowledge I had a mental illness, so any help and resource I could have gotten before I left home, my family didn't choose to do any of those things. My family is still stuck there in that time warp of where I was before I went out and build my own business online, build my own brand online, find ways to make money to pay my own rent, to pay my own bills, and also have the smarts to go out and find resources to get professional help. And because I knew I was attached to my family's insurance plan, because they all work, they all got good paying jobs with good insurance benefits, and they kept me under their insurance. I used all their access to get myself psychological help, and they didn't want me to. So every time they got the bill of me going to a psychiatric help, they felt awful. I dealt with all that crap. I did. I knew my mental state was really, really down. And if I called a crisis line and I still wasn't getting, some peace of mind in my head, I would go to the emergency room. Spend 6 hours in the emergency room. Talk to doctors in the emergency room. Great. They put me in the emergent care program that they had. I went out to my appointments. Not every time it's about working. Sometimes you got to take care of yourself. Now I figured out a whole system from Fly Lady how to clean up my apartment so it's not always in a total disarray mess. So that means 2 o'clock every day, I log off, stop what I'm doing, I clean up my apartment. Every day around 6 o'clock, I make sure that, hey, I'm getting ready to think about making dinner. I'm not online all day long. I can. Sometimes it works out my benefit if I want to spend a 10-hour day online. If I want to hit a certain income goal and I have the traffic happening and the customers are spending money, but not every day is like that. And the thing is, you only do bursts of hours working online for two reasons. When you're brand new, nobody knows who you are. You want to spend as many hours as you can online so they know who you are. And then when you have those days of really good money. And even when you have a day of really good money, it's best for your mental health to stick to a schedule. I say this continuously. Stick to the schedule. The schedule will make you money. And then for some reason, if you're still not making minimum payout, websites pay you any from $10 up to $100 on the minimum amount. If you somehow still can't consistently make the minimum amount on a daily basis, you need to add in additional income, which means you may have to go out there and find a part-time job. Or you may have to go out there and have, some type of business online that makes you money. This is where I add in affiliate marketing. This is where I add in network marketing. This is where I add in learning how to trade in Forex. So if I work on a website and the minimum amount is $100, that is my minimum daily target. And if for whatever reason I can't make $100 a day every day, or if it averages out at the end of the month. So if you work $100 a day for 30 days and you still don't reach $3,000, you have to add in income somewhere. You're self-employed. You are the boss. Your HR, your payroll, your marketing, your sales, your quality assurance. You have to figure out what that is to add in that money. But the business of webcam is set up in a way that you don't have to do a lot of work to make money. All you gotta do is be pleasant and be happy to the audience that's watching you. There's hundreds of webcam sites. Pick a few that you make money on and you're good. And don't make it your whole entire life. Live a life. Travel, vacations, movies, get your hair done, get your nails done. Knitting, video games, whatever it is. You create everything that you want. Anything you can dream up of, you can create it if you plan it properly. And basically, planning is just setting a schedule. Planning is basically you decide where your time is going and you decide where your money is going. And then time is working, relationships, and time by yourself. You set the schedule. You're the boss of your life. Manage everything that you want to happen and make it happen. I know right now I want to grow my business online. My business online needs to be bigger than webcam. I've decided my business online is going to be affiliate marketing, network marketing, and trading in Forex. For me to add in those three things, I need to make sure money is available for all those three things and time to work on those three things so those three things are making money on a regular basis. Each one of them have a daily income target. Each one of them have events and conferences and skills I need to learn that I need to make sure I'm learning. Each one of them have certain requirements for me to stay as an active, sales rep or an affiliate that I have to make sure I'm doing. And that's it. I don't compare it to anybody else. It's proven by many people that have results. All I gotta do is have those results. And getting to the results is really, really simple. showing up every day and doing what's required every day. It's the same thing when I go clean up the damn bathroom. It used to drive me nuts to try to figure out how to clean up that bathroom. And now, really, I spray a spray bottle of vinegar and dish soap. I let it sit for as long as it needs to, and I wipe it off. That's it. Any of the hard, grimy stuff, I get back to it in the schedule of cleaning the bathroom. That's it. And then I realized that for how old this apartment is and me living here for 11 years, certain things are not going to look sparkly clean because they're just old. Wear and tear is going to happen whether you spray the cleaning product on there or not. Like there's a sanitary clean level, and then it's just too old. It's never going to look as pretty and bright as it was when I first purchased it or when I first moved in. Which means items need to get replaced. Same thing with webcams and internet speeds and clothing. Things just wear and tear. So not only do you gotta learn skill sets, you gotta learn when to change up things and make and start somewhere brand new. It's not always staying in the same place. If you stay in the same place, doing the same thing every single day, you will burn out. You gotta freshen it up a bit. And it's not about joining another website in the same industry. Like you're webcamming for a long period of time, which is great. What other skills do you want to learn? Do you want to learn how to build computers? Do you want to learn knitting? Do you want to learn video games? Add in those things. Add in hobbies, routines, and schedules. Like, do you want to garden? Now I got an orchid plant for my birthday. I gotta figure out how to keep that orchid alive, or I throw it out. Luckily, the orchid takes an ice cube once a week. 3 ice cubes as water once a week it takes. I have the ice tray in the fridge. I break up the ice cube once a week. I put 3 ice cubes in the pot, the flower pot for the orchid, and that's it. I've learned everything I can to keep the orchid alive. And eventually that orchid's going to die. Eventually it's just going to live out its life and it's going to die. Then what? I could get another orchid. I could get another plant. I could get nothing. The thing about the orchid, I give it the ice cube. I leave it alone. I don't touch it. That's it. They're not even tricky. It just doesn't need a lot of maintenance. Once I figure out what it was, okay, great. Let me give it the ice cube. And the thing is, when I got the orchid, I don't know how old it is when I got it. It could have been ready to die when I got the orchid. The orchid's living its life cycle whether I give it water or not. Webcam is kind of the same thing. If you don't log on and be available, you'll never make money. And if you're reaching your target and you're still not able to reach the target, you're gonna have to add in more money. Even a cactus, you still gotta take care of it somehow. Like any plant, you're gonna have to take care of it somehow. So like I don't know why people are like obsessively like they're doing this job of webcamming and they're having struggles with it when the struggles are not even that difficult. They're really not. And the thing is, it's a numbers game. It really is. There is more models doing webcam. So the spread around income for webcamming is not equal. If it's only webcamming you're doing, as if you log on the website, you press broadcast, and you sit on the website, and you're doing nothing else to build up your brand. Because when you build up the marketing, you have more exposure. But having more exposure doesn't mean webcam is going to make more money. Like you do. Like webcamming has a ceiling. This is why I burnt out in 2013. Webcam had a ceiling where for whatever reason, no matter what I did, I couldn't break $200 a day. Because it's my personality, my skill sets, and the audience that like me was maxing out for me at $200 a day. $200 a day is great. It's great income. But for the lifetime I've been doing this job for 16 years, I need more money. The more money has to come from somewhere else. Like, this is why I say focus on the minimum daily target. Hit it consistently. If you hit the daily target consistently for 5 years and year 6 you can't get past that target, you have to add in more money. Great, you've been webcamming for 6 years and your income is either declining or increasing. You need to figure out how to add in more money. Making more money in multiple things should always be a skill set you're learning. And then once you're making more money, you don't spend every dime that you're making. You have to save it and invest it. Investing your money to grow and become more money, again, makes you more money. Making money is not about the job. Making money is not about sales. Making money is also having the money be invested. We live in a world that can happen in so many things. Real estate, businesses, something. Like, yeah, it's just a continuous life cycle that you have to go through, and people need to learn it. And no, I can't teach it to you because I'm learning it myself. But I found where I can learn it, and I found where I can excel. Great, I know my goal is to make 6 figures as a webcam model. Awesome. I planned it out. I know exactly where it is. And then I'm not going to hit that number every single year. It's going to expire. Either I'm going to expire or the industry is going to expire. I need to find new money, new life in something else. Like the days of being in one income stream for 40 years until you die doesn't happen anymore. It only happens for a few people. And the few people that have that one income stream that's paying them until the day they retire, they all are looking for something else because they're bored. If you have not noticed. Like, I remember finding a video on Facebook of a 94-year-old woman that retired in 93 but still works at a bakery 6 days a week. She's 94 years old and she works at a bakery 6 days a week. She's not getting paid anymore, but she's getting up doing something every single day. That's how you don't get bored. This is how you don't get burnt out. Like, I'm finding more and more videos of elderly people literally doing things to keep themselves alive. If you're burning out, it's because you're making yourself burn out. Okay, we're on for 34 minutes. Only Angie was talking in chat. Just 4 of you here. I don't really have anything to say. I know what I'm doing. I'm trying to heal from trauma, live my life, plan my goals, making sure that I'm not stagnant and bored all the time. Like, the minute I'm bored, I know I have to go find something else. Which, surprisingly, when I'm really too bored, I jump out of a plane. I do skydiving. Because there's something about skydiving. And right now, skydiving is not boring for me. Skydiving's really, really exciting for me. So if I'm bored with everything that's happening on the ground, I hop in a plane and I jump out of it. Literally. You can go find my jump out of a skydive video on my channel. Like, the routine is great. You need a routine that keeps you grounded, but you're going to need stuff that keep you excited. It's the only way life works out itself. And then you take away everything that causes mental harm or physical harm. Like, you need a certain level of excitement that gets you out of the routine boredom, but you also have to make sure you're protecting yourself at the same time. Okay, I'm done. All right, I will see you guys on the next one. Ow, my eye. Yeah, smooches.